Guys, Deluded Gooner. Now, shirt numbers. Of course, we know 9 basically a striker, 10 cam, whatever for a centre back, whatever, whether you want to be at 8, a 6, or whatever you want to say for a midfielder. Numbers are typically have a lot of connotations. If I'm a midfielder, I want the 10 shirt. If I'm a striker, number 9, that's a vote of confidence. You imagine you're a striker, your manager says you're going to be my number 9, basically means your first choice. Obviously, in recent years, well, I don't want to say recent, but in recent times, numbers don't mean as much as they used to. But some players are still hung up on them. I remember saying that, of course, he hasn't left, but if you look back at Martial, when he got removed for the 9 shirt for Zlatan Ibrahimovic, I know he's got it back now, but when it got removed, that was that could have been a telling sign of the season that followed. So yeah, there are things like that. More specific to the point, Jack Wilshere and Oxlade Chamberlain, Mesut Ozil, specifically Ozil. We heard last year around September, August. We know for a while he loves the 10 shirt. He's wore the 10 shirt basically everywhere he's gone. I know he hasn't always wore it, but he loves it, and when he can, he'll wear it. We heard in August, September, he said because Wilshere went on loan, it's free. I defo want it, and he mentioned all his idols used to wear it, Maradona, etc., etc. We've heard in June he echoed that he wants the 10 shirt. We've seen articles on Arsenal.com when they're talking about Lesniak and Ozil's featuring, and they're referring to Ozil as our number 10 and then changing it to our number 9. And you're seeing several things like that in regards to Ozil. Even seeing that part of the contract negotiations is the number 10. Now, on the surface, you'd think, yeah, give him the number 10. He is our number 10. He is that creative player for us. But it's very sticky at Arsenal. We know when Wilshere was injured, he was handled the number 10 as a show of faith. Well, we didn't know when Wilshere was coming through that thing, the events would lead us to signing Mesut Ozil, and he would be there. If Ozil wasn't there and Wilshere was still here and fit, it would be him. But it is a tense one. I mean, do you remove the 10 shirt from Jack Wilshere at a time when he's injured, when his contracts are up, when we're overstocked in midfield and he's not? I like Wilshere. You guys know I love Wilshere. The whole reason I'm here for these videos is because Wilshere was loaned out. But when you look at the other options, there's a case for them being better than Wilshere or starting ahead of Wilshere. If I was Wilshere and you removed the 10 shirt from me, that tells me you're not counting on me. That shows me that my career is basically finished here, and that shows that there's serious question marks. Of course, there's an alternative theory. The shirt could be removed from Wilshere and he plays. I mean, there was a time when Wilshere wasn't number 10 at Arsenal. But yeah, he is that guy. He has been was our creative, and arguably England, one of the most creative players and things of that nature. So a serious decision has to be made. Do we help aid our cause in Ozil signing negotiations by giving him the 10, letting him feel valued and things like that, on top of the things I've said in my video about his contract and stuff? Or do we give it to Wilshere, show that we still maintain faith with you, focus on your injury and things like that? Could you even imagine, and when you factor in Wilshere hasn't gone on tour, I know he's injured, but he hasn't gone on tour. Could you imagine if Ozil got the number 10 shirt now while Wilshere's on tour? I mean, while they're on tour and Wilshere's away, that's going to show you he's not needed. In fact, while we're even here and speaking about on tour, him, Lacazette, and someone else, they were modeling the new third shirt, the black shirt, pretty nice shirt. They were modeling it, and then which he said, okay, I'm 11. The club get to decide my club's my number. I'm happy with number 11, but it's something. He said something along the lines of, I would like the 10 shirt. So what does that tell you? There's nothing wrong with him wanting the 10 shirt. If you want the 10 shirt, you want the 10 shirt. My favorite number is number 13. If I played for Arsenal, I think Ospina. Maybe that's why I hate Ospina as well, because he's wearing number 13. But guys like Balak used to wear that. But yeah, if I was a player at Arsenal and someone had the number 13 shirt, not Ospina, let's just pretend, for the purpose of this conversation and my own ideology, let's just pretend Alexis Sanchez is number 13. I'm gonna say, Alexis, I need that number 13, or I'm gonna press for that number 13. Of course, if I'm a crap player, I mean, if I'm someone like Walker, I have no right. Take off the number 14, bro, by the way. But yeah, guys, you get where I'm going. So a decision has to be made. In the same way that Lacazette becoming number 9, we knew, I've told you guys, Perez for a while isn't going to have a future here anymore, sadly, for no reason. But we knew from the time he gets that number 9, Lacazette, Perez's career is done here, or his days are numbered, and he's been moved to number 28. So that shows he's not as important as he probably could have been. Of course, it's unlikely, but Perez could still have a future. He could still be in the squad and things like that. I would like him because I can't understand why he's being marginalized like this. He can offer the squad. I'm not saying he needs to start, but we've definitely had worse squad players before, and this guy's shown he can take chances, link up well and things like that. But we're going off task slightly, guys. But yeah, the 10 shirt could prove key. The 10 shirt, just keep an eye on the 10 shirt, what goes on with the 10 shirt at our club, if Wilshere keeps it or Ozil. Yeah, guys, Deluded Gooner, I'm signing out. There's not much more to be said on that front. Comment, subscribe, share this for me. We're going to the top, guys. Out.